even have a chance to win a $500 gift card.
That's like Turkey.
मैंने ट्राई किया और it's really tasty.
Next level, or as they say in Turkey, choke lazzatli. Assalamualaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, ahlan wa sahlan to all our friends and viewers around the world. Welcome once again to your favorite YouTube channel, Into Spices. Friends, तुर्की की दो चीज़ों ने पूरी दुनिया में धूम मचाई हुई है. Number 1 is the Turkish drama Ertugrul और उस्मान, तो आप सबने देखा ही होगा. And second thing is undoubtedly the Turkish cuisine, the kebabs, the pides, lahmacun, and let's not forget the delicious baklavas. और सुल्तानों के मुल्क की अगर बात छेड़ी दी है तो खाना भी किसी सुल्तानी जगह पे ही बनता है. तो चलते हैं, एक्सप्लोर करते हैं the taste, जायका and ज़ौक़ of Sultan Ahmed in Mississauga. Let's go.
Juicy chicken doner, that's like Turkey.
Every meat is come from the Zabiya halal. It's 100% halal. Wheel shish and lamb shish and lamb chops and the Turkish köfte kebab.
Friends, as you can see, we are at Sultan Ahmed, one of the most highly top-rated, I would say, authentic Turkish restaurants with over 16,000 reviews on Google and a rating of 4.8. I'm sure koi to baat hogi jiski wajah se this restaurant comes highly recommended, highly rated. And in front of us, you can see we have a huge variety of dishes just so that we can tell you about the beautiful, amazing, delicious food that Sultan Ahmed has. Over here in front of me, we've got the mixed meze, we've got the hummus, baba ganoush, something that's, you know, like hummus and baba ganoush to काफी feature किया हुआ है हमने अपने channel पे. If you have missed those vlogs, be sure to check them out. यहीं कहीं आसपास उनका जो है description आ रहा होगा, link आ रहा होगा. So you can check out our reviews on baba ganoush and hummus. But we're featuring 2 new appetizers today for the first time because, again, they come as part of the whole mixed platter, tasting platter of the meze. So we've got over here in front of us the ezme and the zazik. Then we've got the sarma, which is basically, you know, your wine leaves with a lot of stuffing inside it. Then we've got the sigara borigi, lahmacun. Again, it's their form of Turkish pizza, flatbread with minced meat on it. Then we've got the mixed pide. Just get the different flavors here. Kaun se flavors hai? I'll tell you in a bit. And actually, it's not pide. It's pronounced pida. We were talking to some of the chefs backstage and they were telling us, you know, like a lot of people call it pide, but the actual pronunciation, the Turkish original pronunciation is pida. And the mixed pida basically has got beef, chicken and cheese toppings on it. इसके अंदर खजाना है जिसके बारे में थोड़ी देर में आपको बताएंगे. We've got a variety of juices in front of us. We've got the pomegranate juice. We've got the pistachio shake, the Ferrero Rocher shake, some mojitos that they have recently introduced. I forgot what this one is called. Taste करके बताता हूँ. Pineapple mojito. And they even have the regular mojito, जो शर्मा रहा है शायद कैमरे में आने से, छुपा हुआ है वहाँ पे. But we do have that as well. So, starting out our Sultani journey at Sultan Ahmed with the mixed meze first. And इनकी जो bread है, we showed you the making process. It's made fresh, daily, in-house. तभी तो इतना ज़बरदस्त जायके, इतनी ज़बरदस्त खुशबुएं आती हैं as soon as you enter the doors of this really beautifully, again, very minimal decoration, but it gives you that royal vibe over here when you enter. So let's try out the fresh Sultan Ahmed ki fresh bread with the zazik. थोड़ा सा zazik लेते हैं. Put it on the bread. Sultan Ahmed पे fresh, in-house made bread के साथ, naan के साथ. trying out the first appetizer. Bismillah. Zazik, very rich, very creamy taste. जिस तरह से हमारा लेबनी का एक होता है ना taste, very sour, खट्टा सा taste. I'm getting that kind of taste. It's got a bit of dill leaves I can taste in it. Cucumbers हैं, and there's a little bit of I think some garlic also used in it. But overall, really nice, very refreshing. Summer के महीने में when you have yogurt and labni and all these things, they just cool your interiors, you know, like अंदर से आपको एक cool feeling आती है. And again, this one, it's really nice. Next, going towards the Esme. Repeat action, but with a different dip, different meze. Esme, Sultan Ahmed pe. Let's try. This one, if this one was not, this one is south, basically, completely opposite. ये बड़ा ही अच्छा ठंडा सा, you know, like has that cooling effect. This one, spicy है. It's made with tomatoes, green and red bell peppers. There's a little bit of jalapenos or spice ka, you know, like it's got red chili powder or something in it because I'm getting that aftertaste of spices in my mouth. But tomatoes ki wajah se, it's a bit sweet, not overpoweringly spicy. But again, if I mix these two, I'm sure it will be a very balanced flavor. Esme, Zazik, दोनों के combo के साथ, let's try. All right. The sourness of the Zazik perfectly complements the spiciness of the Esme. Dono, you know, like mix okay. It gives you it just envelops your tongue with this really nice flavor profile. Again, if I don't watch out, ये बाकी चीज़ें जो है ना, ये ऐसी की ऐसी रह जाएंगी because just the meze, just the cold meze in itself is delicious. And you guys already know, Baba Ganoush menu पे हो, मैं order ना करूँ, not possible. So I'm going to be trying out Baba Ganoush next. Baba Ganoush with walnuts. Let's try. बहुत ही मजे का Baba Ganoush है. It hits all the right notes. I mean, you know, like it's got that perfect smoky flavor because of the roasted eggplants, and then tahini, olive oil की वजह से it's got the nice like little creaminess to it. Very nice, smooth, velvety texture to it. I can't say this enough. कभी आप लोग अगर कभी दावत पे बुलाएं, make sure you have Baba Ganoush on the menu. Next चलते हैं towards the sarma, an authentic Turkish dish made from grape leaves, stuffed with aromatic rice, Mediterranean herbs, and Inca secret spices. Let's try the sarma at Sultan Ahmed. I think this is one of the best, and again, I'm not exaggerating because I'm at Sultan Ahmed. Really, guys, I think this is one of the best grape leaves stuffed with all the rice. थोड़ा सा खट्टापन है, थोड़ा सा sourness है. Because of the rice, you're getting that nice chew in it. The balance of the spices and everything that's used in it, next level. And there was a time when I used to actually shy away from these grape leaves, but credit where credit is due, because my daughter, she loves these grape leaves. And because of her, we started ordering it at different Mediterranean restaurants, right, wherever we go, especially Sultan Ahmed pe jab bhi aana hota hai. This is one of the appetizers that we order, definitely. So she keeps ordering this, and then one day I was just intrigued, कि यार कैसे खा लेते हो ये, you know, like फूल पत्ते. So I tried it out, and again, the rest is history. खा के झूम रहा हूँ. I think that in itself is a testament. बहुत ही मजे के sarma at Sultan Ahmed. Usually I like to drizzle a bit of lemon on it, but this one already has that, you know, like sourness in it. Doesn't need anything. If anything, I would just put a little bit of Baba Ganoush on it, just to give it that extra bit of, you know, texture, a little bit of extra flavor profile to it. So, sarma, Baba Ganoush, Sultan Ahmed. Up next, we have the Sigara Borigi. जिस तरह से हमारे रमज़ान में हम बनाते हैं ना रोल्स स्टफ विद मीट और चीज़ और समथिंग, प्रीटी मच द सेम थिंग, पर यहाँ पे जो है सिगारा बोरेगी में चीज़ की स्टफिंग है। मैं ऐसे ही ट्राई करते हैं पहले। द पैटी शीट, जिस तरह से हमारे जो रोल्स होते हैं वो थोड़े से क्रिस्पी हो जाते हैं, दिस वन इज़ वेरी सॉफ्ट, सो एज सून एज यू पुट इट इन योर माउथ यू डोंट रियली नीड टू मेक एन एफर्ट टू च्यू इट। इट डजंट हैव दैट क्रंच जो हमारे रोल्स की होती है, जो चिकन रोल्स होते हैं हमारे, या स्पिनच रोल्स, वेजिटेबल रोल्स जो हम लोग बनाते हैं रमज़ानों में स्पेशली। सिगारा बोरेगी, whenever I order it, I always have it with the hummus, right? इसी वजह से मैंने hummus को अभी तक टच नहीं किया था। वो बेचारा वहाँ पे साइड पे खड़ा हुआ देख रहा है कि भाई मेरे भाई बाबा गनूश को चख लिया, मेरे कज़न जाजिक को चख लिया, एज़मे को चख लिया, मेरा क्या कसूर है। तो भाई hummus साहब, I was waiting for the सिगारा बोरेगी, उसके साथ आपको ट्राई करेंगे। सिगारा बोरेगी लेते हैं, थोड़ा सा hummus लेते हैं, बिकॉज अगेन जो चीज़ इसमें है इट्स a bit salty, right? It needs something to like cut off that saltiness in it, and as far as my experimentation has shown me, hummus goes perfectly with the sigara boregi. Sigara boregi with the hummus is next level, or as they say in Turkey, çok lazzatli. Excellent. Next, going to be trying out the Ali Nazik. I can see there's lamb on it already, but थोड़ा सा मेन्यू में चेक करके बताते हैं कि और क्या क्या पड़ा हुआ है इसके अंदर। So Ali Nazik के अंदर basically it's got char grilled and pureed eggplant. So जो ये puree आपको नज़र आ रही है, it's of the eggplant, and it's seasoned with garlic yogurt, sauce, and topped with pieces of melt in your mouth lamb. मतलब कि टर्किश भाई भी हमारे जो है ना उस अफ़गानी भाइयों की तरह हैं कि भाई उनकी जो वेजिटेरियन डिशेस होती हैं उसमें भी मीट तो होता ही होता है। सो ट्राइंग आउट Ali Nazik, which is predominantly, I would say, a vegetarian dish, but it's got pieces of lamb on top. Okay ji, piece of lamb, beautiful cook on the meat inside. I mean, you can see like it's got that little bit of pinkiness to it. Turkish restaurant pe hai. They are very well known for their grill stuff. Let's not talk about grill stuff right now, barbecue stuff. Let's save that for a bit. थोड़ा सा और इंतज़ार because खजाना अभी खुलना बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. Let's try Ali Nazik, piece of lamb, eggplant, puree कह लें या like salad तो नहीं कह सकते इसको, eggplant puree, little bit of tomato sauce. First bite. बहुत ही कम ऐसी डिशेस होती हैं I get completely clean bowl. I don't know how to describe it, right? Let me give it a try. It's got this perfect eggplant की जो base है कह लें या dip कह लें, the roasted eggplants, and then it's got this perfectly grilled barbecued lamb. As soon as you put it in your mouth, right? Obviously because it's eggplant, it's like like a little creamy puree कह लें. It just envelops your whole tongue. It goes away. And then you're chewing the meat. आहिस्ता आहिस्ता आप चबा रहे हो lamb के meat को because it has got that bite that you're looking for in a lamb meat, right? It's not melt in your mouth type, barbecue. So it stays on in your mouth. You keep on chewing the meat, and as you're chewing it, the flavors of the eggplant, the tomato की जो puree है, it starts getting again, like enveloped with the lamb meat till the very end while you swallow the lamb. Those flavors stay in your mouth, the eggplant, tomato के flavors, and I still have it in my mouth. I can feel, on the base of my tongue, the flavors of the eggplant and the tomato puree. I mean, बहुत ही मज़े की डिश है guys. अब यहाँ पे इन्होंने green chili दी हुई है. I'm sure it's just for garnishing, but यार चिली जब सामने हो हाथ नहीं रुकता. Okay, not spicy, but it's got a little bit of nice balance to it. It's mildly spicy, mildly spicy है. So, when you're eating it with the eggplant, which is like eggplant and tomato, which has got a little bit of, like acidity to it, sourness to it, the chili kind of balances that off. And again, it's a medley of flavors. I don't know why I hadn't ordered this before, but definitely going to be ordering it. whenever, you know, I come back to Sultan Ahmed. The Ali Nazik, good stuff. Before moving on to the mixed pita, not pide, let's cleanse our palate a little bit, trying out the pineapple mojito.
Excellent.
Next, going towards the mixed pita, which basically is a combination of chicken. They've got the, I forgot what the name of the Turkish name of the sausage is, but they got the Turkish sausage on it, and they've got the beef on it. Mixed pita with the Turkish sausage. So overall, if you've got kids, I'm sure they'll love the mixed pita if that's their thing. If they want pizza or something, and you guys want to try out, you know, like the Ali Nazik or the Lahmacun or, you know, the Sigara or something like that, or this thing. बच्चों को अगर, you know, like busy रखना हो, order the mixed pita, they'll enjoy it. I'm loving it. चिकन पीटा भी ट्राई कर लेते हैं, एंड यू कैन सी ओवर हियर पीटा के ऊपर इन्होंने सेसमी सीड्स भी डाले हुए हैं, which gives you that extra crunch, you know, like it's not just your regular pizza dough. It's got that little bit of crunch to it as well. Very nicely done. Exterior, the sides of it. Oven mein, we showed you the making of it as well. Everything is made fresh, in-house, daily. And again, Sultan Ahmed Saab, एक ज़माना गुजारा है उन्होंने इस इंडस्ट्री में. He knows a thing or two about making good pita. Chicken pita, Sultan Ahmed पे है, Mississauga में है. Let's try. Tried out the chicken, tried out the sujuk pita. Next, going towards the beef pita. And again, that's the beauty of ordering the mixed pita at Sultan Ahmed. You get, you know, different flavor profiles. Beef hai, chicken hai, very nicely done. Sujuk है इनका, जो कि Turkish sausage जिसे कहते हैं, right? So let's try. बाबा गनूश ऐड करूँ? Should I? ऐसे ही खा लूँ. ऐसे ही खा लूँ, बीवी कह रही है. ऐसे ही खा लेता हूँ. Let's try. Beef pita at Sultan Ahmed. Very nicely done. Doner kebab की जो, you know, like the बोटियाँ हैं उसके ऊपर डली हुई हैं on the top. Cheese completely melted and fused in that pastry or the dough. Again, traditional जो टर्की में आपको अगर जाना हुआ हो आपका इस्तिकलाल स्ट्रीट पे, इसी तरह से बोट शेप में आपको पीटा मिलता है. They are staying true to the traditions of Turkey, the street food culture. You're getting the same boat shape pita. Canada में है, Mississauga में है, at one of the most popular, authentic Turkish restaurants, Sultan Ahmed. Beef pita. Next, वो वक्त आ चुका है कि we open up the treasure chest and show you what's been hiding over here all this time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Check this out. खजाना खुल चुका है, आपके सामने है. It's got everything. It's like a meat lover's dream come true. We've got 2 perfectly done lamb chops, 1 skewer of Adana kebab, 2 kofte barbecues, 1 skewer of chicken shish. और ये चेक करें कितना ज़बरदस्त बारबेक्यू का टेक्सचर है इसके ऊपर. थोड़ी देर के लिए रखते हैं इसको साइड पे. बीफ डोनर मीट है हमारे पास यहाँ पे. It's the perfect, like even the menu says it, right? The perfect meat lover's delight for 2. I'm sure if you're ordering other stuff, 3 or 4 people can easily share this platter. और मीट को बैलेंस करने के लिए they have put, you know, like a little bit of veggies over here. और bulgur rice जो है basically again it's a staple of Turkish cuisine, right? It's got that, you know, like अगर आपने couscous खाया हुआ है या quinoa खाया हुआ है, it's got that kind of a texture to it, that kind of a flavor to it. But इसका अपना कोई जायका नहीं होता. ये हमारी बिरयानी या पुलाव की तरह स्पाइसी ऑयली वगैरह नहीं होता. बड़े हल्के फुल्का सा, you know, like इसका माइल्ड सा फ्लेवर होता है. और जिस किसी डिश के साथ इसको आप खाएं, उस डिश के साथ ही बड़ी, you know, बड़ी खुश उसलूबी के साथ बड़े आराम से फ्रेंडली अंदाज में घुल मिल जाता है, उनके साथ खेलना शुरू कर देता है. बातें बहुत हो गई. लेट्स गो टुवर्ड्स द लैम्ब चॉप्स, क्योंकि अब इंतज़ार नहीं हो रहा. बड़ी ज़बरदस्त सी मीट लवर्स प्लेट फ्रॉम दैट प्लेटर हमने बना ली है. प्लेटर को बंद करते हैं because we have taken what we are going to be trying out. So I've got the lamb chop, I've got the kofta, I've got the chicken shish, I've got the Adana kebab over here, I've got the lamb shish, a bit of doner of beef, a little bit of doner of chicken. Let's try our journey of this beautiful barbecue grilled flavors at Sultan Ahmed with the lamb chops. Wow, the meat is so flavorful, rich and juicy, and you know, like the first bite itself आपको एक तारुफ देती है कि भाई मुझे किसी एक्सपर्ट ने सीजन किया है, ग्रिल किया है, because the flavors of this lamb chop are totally on point, very nicely done, grilled lamb chop. And again, you know, like क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी we saw the you know, like the grill, the barbecue, you know, like the process, they're using actual coal, जिसकी वजह से you get that, you know, like that extra kick, because not all restaurants in GTA have got the permission to use coal when they're doing the barbecue. But हम देसियों को, you know, barbecue का मतलब है कोल के ऊपर बनी हुई चीज़ है, कोयले के ऊपर बनी हुई चीज़ है, because we like that, you know, like the barbecue कोल का जो एक texture होता है, एक flavor होता है, because वो जो खुशबुएं होती हैं कोल की, वो मीट के अंदर रच बस जाती हैं, and it just keeps your taste buds that little bit extra level of engagement with the smokiness, the barbecue-y kind of flavor, which we all meat lovers love in a good barbecue lamb chop. And just look at this, man. Different तरह के herbs डाले हुए इन्होंने, and this meat, I mean, the pinkiness of it, the gulabi जो बोटी होती है, which you know, like look for in a nicely done meat barbecued item. It's ticking all the check boxes. Very, very nicely done lamb chop. Next, I'm going to be trying out the Adana kebab. This kebab is basically named after the 5th largest city in Turkey, called Adana. And pehle isko, I think so, it was called keema kebabi, which basically means minced meat kebab. And जिस तरह से मैंने पहले भी कुछ व्लॉग्स में आपको बताया है, खुशबुओं की, रंगों की, खूबसूरती की कोई सरहद नहीं होती. तभी तो कनाडा में है, मिसिसागा में है, सुल्तान अहमद पे है, ट्राइंग आउट the Adana kebab. Very nicely done Adana kebab. It's got that perfect balance of meatiness and flavors. I mean, I can see all the masales के अंदर जो डाले हुए हैं. Again, very, very nicely done. You know what it needs? Lemon shot. Because kebab वैसे तो juicy है, but you guys know, lemon के साथ हर चीज़ थोड़ी सी next level हो जाती है. With the lemon, the Adana kebab, basically, again, hats off to the chefs. Çok lazzatli. I hope I said that correct. Which means, in Turkish, delicious food. Next, trying out the kofta. And again, this is like a, इस तरह आपकी hamburger patty होती है. उसी तरीके से minced beef को, you know, it's been flattened, grilled. Let's try the kofta kebab. Sultan Ahmed mixed platter for two. I don't know how. So far, जो भी barbecue items try किए हैं, सबका flavor profile, सबकी marination, सबका जो texture है, completely different. Even though they were, you know, like एक साथ line में लगी हुई थी सारे skewers. We saw the, you know, like जब वो barbecue कर रहे थे chef, you know, जल्दी like an expert, well-trained machine, you know, like. But still, each of them has its own, you know, like juiciness, its own texture, own flavor profile. Kofta, very nice. Next, lamb shish. Let's try. This one is a bit chewy than the lamb chop that we just tried a little while back. It's got a more, you know, like थोड़ा सा effort लगानी पड़ती है. But again, 10 out of 10 on the flavor profile. This also needs something to go with it. Baba Ganoush. थोड़ा सुमाक भी डाल देते हैं, सामने पड़ा हुआ है, why not? I'm not sure if this is the way the Turkish eat it. So कोई गुस्ताखी हो गई हो आपके खाने में, I'm sorry, but I love fusion food, mixing flavors. थोड़ा सा fusion करके let's try the lamb skewer with baba ganoush with a little bit of sumac on top. ये vlog थोड़ा सा लंबा होने वाला है because my friends अभी सुल्तान अहमद साहब के साथ बातें बाकी हैं, डिज़र्ट बाकी है, टर्किश रेस्टोरेंट पे हैं, टर्किश कॉफ़ी, टर्किश टी भी बाकी है. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड. इन द मीनवाइल अगर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें ताकि मज़े की वीडियोस मिस ना हो एंड यू कैन कीप एंजॉइंग द फ्लेवर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड विद अस. स्पीकिंग ऑफ टर्किश कुजीन, टर्की का खाना खा रहे हैं एंड आई वाज टॉकिंग टू माय वाइफ अभी थोड़ी देर पहले. यू नो शी वाज लाइक अगर ऑथेंटिक टर्किश हम लोग कह रहे हैं, should we go to Turkey and try out the food over there so that you know like we can actually certify जब हम किसी टर्किश रेस्टोरेंट पे जाते हैं कि क्या इनके फ्लेवर्स डू दे मैच द फ्लेवर्स एट इस्तिकलाल स्ट्रीट, तकसीम स्क्वायर पे, इस्तांबुल में, इस्तांबुल की गलियों में. सो लेट अस नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, डू यू एग्री विद माय वाइफ, क्या हमें टर्की जाना चाहिए, वहाँ जाके व्लॉग्स बनाने चाहिए? Let us know in the comment section what do you guys think of this idea, and if you know any good restaurants in Turkey, any places that are must visit, comment sections का इस्तेमाल करें and इंशाल्लाह घर जाके सोचेंगे इसके बारे में, बजट बनाएंगे कि you know should we go to Turkey or not, and bring a Turkey travel series for your viewing pleasure. Moving on towards the chicken shish. Nice. अंदर से क्रीमी वाइट बोटी, ऊपर परफेक्ट चारिंग ग्रिल मार्क्स, द साइन ऑफ अ रियली नाइसली डन ग्रिल्ड चिकन स्क्यूअर. लेट्स ट्राई. This one again, even though it's really nicely done, it's a bit on the drier side because I think so chicken थोड़ी सी dry हो जाती है, काफ़ी देर से बेचारी यहाँ पे पड़ी हुई थी. But flavors on point. And if you're coming to you know like a Turkish restaurant, ordering barbecue and expecting कि आपको जो है जिस तरह से हमारे अलहाज बंदू खान के या बंदू खान के या बारबेक्यू टुनाइट के जो बारबेक्यू होता है उस तरह के फ्लेवर्स मिलेंगे आपको, you know like जो मुंह में थोड़ा सा स्पाइस, थोड़ा सा बर्न फीलिंग जो आपको, you won't get that over here. You'll be disappointed because Turkish जो फूड होता है मसाले बहुत ही कम यूज़ होते हैं, ना होने के बराबर यूज़ होते हैं. The meat is the star ingredient. The way, I mean, Turkish लोग हैं भाई, सदियों से उनका काम ही यही है, you know, like grilling meat over open fires, right? Ottoman Empire से लेके, you know, like सदियों की एक history है of the nomadic tribes कि भाई they were hunters, they were, you know, like warriors. मीलों दूर चलते थे, you know, like so जो भी मिल जाता था वहाँ पे ओपन फायर्स पे स्वॉर्ड पे लगा के मीट को यूज्ड टू ओपन फायर पे बर्न करते थे. सो दे परफेक्टेड द आर्ट ऑफ मैरिनेशन, यू नो लाइक मेकिंग द परफेक्ट ग्रिल्स, लेट्स पुट इट दैट वे, एंड मैरिनेशन यूजिंग मिनिमल स्पाइसेस. तो आपको मसालों का टेस्ट नहीं आएगा इनके खानों में. ऑल यू टेस्ट इन द टर्किश फूड, इन द टर्किश बारबेक्यूज इज द क्वालिटी ऑफ द मीट. सो द मीट हैज़ टू बी अगेन top notch. If you are a meat lover, you'll know as soon as you put the meat in your mouth, you start chewing into it, the flavorful bites that you get, the juices that ooze out into your mouth, you know, it's again, hats off to the team at Sultan Ahmed because all these barbecue items, grilled, prepared, marinated to perfection. So a break lete hain, trying out the plain mojito. Let's try. It's a really nice summer day. बाहर you wouldn't believe it, Canada है but गर्मियाँ बड़ी ज़ोर की होना शुरू हो गई हैं यहाँ पे. I think the temperature right now is bordering 30 degrees. Bulgur rice in itself, it's got that, you know, like a nice nutty सा flavor. No taste on its own. It's got a little bit of tomato का taste आ रहा है इसके अंदर because I think so it's cooked with tomatoes. But it needs something. It needs like a meat dish with it. So थोड़ा सा अताना कबाब लें, बल्गर राइस लें, एक अच्छा सा बाइट बनाएं. अगेन बल्गर राइस का वही किनवा कुछ टाइप का फ्लेवर प्रोफाइल है. द बाइट ऑन इट, I would say it's an acquired taste. For me, I think the meat, the barbecued meat in itself is a complete meal. Let's try. Last but not least, the beef doner kebab next. Perfectly salted. It's kind of juicy and dry at the same time. On the outside, it's got this nice burnt, caramelized burnt skin on the outside, and on the inner layer, the meat again, flavorful and juicy. और जिस तरह से हमारे मिडिल ईस्ट में like shawarma wraps होते हैं, right? टर्की का जो चलता फिरता स्ट्रीट फूड है, it's called the doner kebab, doner wrap कह लें, something along the lines of जिस तरह हमारे कराची में kebab rolls होते हैं, you grab, go, चलते फिरते खा रहे होते हैं लोग. This one, pretty good. And again, thank you to all our viewers जो हमें appreciate करते हैं. Especially अभी कुछ दिन पहले, like one of the restaurants जिनका अभी हमने recently Brampton में vlog किया था, उन्होंने हमें कॉल करके बताया कि यार आपके vlog देखने के बाद वाटरलू से, ऑटवा से लोग हमारे पास जो है हमारी कढ़ाइयाँ खाने के लिए आए. Thank you to the couple जो वाटरलू से, the restaurant that you went to, ऑटवा से, again, the restaurant that you went to. I don't want to name the restaurant because I don't want to promote another restaurant sitting at another restaurant, but you know which restaurant I'm talking about. Thank you for going there and mentioning कि आप लोग हमारा vlog देख के आए हो, because again बड़ी खुशी होती है जब restaurant owners हमें call करके बोलते हैं. This is like again this sort of gives us the confidence कि जो हमने एक mission शुरू किया है to bring the taste, जायका of our culture, our cuisines to the world, to show it to the Canadians कि what we are all about. Pakistani food क्या होता है, Turkish food की क्या flavor profile है. So it gives us immense pleasure, and again thank you to each and every one of you जो हर हफ्ते हमारी जर्नी में शामिल होते हैं. Our journey of taste, जायका and ज़ौक़. Let's try the chicken doner. The cook on the chicken, same thing, crispy skin, crispy texture on the outside. अंदर में it's got that really nice salty meat of the chicken. If I were to, and it's a bit on the drier side because that's how the doner kebabs are usually. If I were to pick, I would go with the beef doner. या तो फिर मिक्स करके खाएं, मज़ा अलग ही है उसका. नेक्स्ट चलते हैं लहम अजून की तरफ. लहम अजून बेसिकली कहते हैं, it's a combination of two words. लहम कहते हैं मीट को, अजून कहते हैं डो को. When you do 1 + 1, नहीं 2 नहीं होता. बेसिकली लहम अजून बनता है जब लहम अजून को जोड़ते हैं ना. 1 + 1, 2, लहम अजून. Anyways, let's try it यार. And I've seen, like usually what I used to do is इसको नाइफ और फोक से खाता था मैं. But अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैं अपने कुछ दोस्तों के साथ यहाँ पे आया था. One of them is from Turkey, and he's like, Irfan, what we do in Turkey is we take a little bit of sumac, drizzle it on top of the lahm ajoon. Sumac basically इनका अपना like traditional herb कह लें, powder कह लें, spicy powder. It has that little nice tangy taste to it. It just adds that little bit of extra flavor to the lahm ajoon. वैसे तो lahm ajoon खुद अपने में it doesn't need anything, but when you add some condiments that are made for this, season it with that, next level. Then he said, take some of the greens, your veggies, take a little bit of tomatoes, थोड़ा सा onions लेते हैं, okay? फिर उसने कहा कि भाई वो भी हमारा जो है एक तरह से कहने पाकिस्तानी भाई हो चुका है मेरे साथ रह के. उसने कहा lemon shot ज़रूरी है. And then he said, roll this up and enjoy the taste, my friend. So let's see if I did justice to the lahm ajoon. Wow, incredible taste. You can immediately say that the bread has been baked freshly in-house, because अगर कहीं से भी ये खुबू लेके आ रहे होते हैं, खुबूस लेके आ रहे होते हैं, bread लेके आ रहे होते हैं, you wouldn't get that like perfect crunch in the first bite. It's got that perfect bubbly sort of burnt texture which is giving you that smoky flavor from the the exterior of it, and inside the meat has just fused with the bread. It's giving you that nice gooiness, like very silky taste on the inside. The mixture of the parsley and some spices are in मुंह में. tangy सा taste आ रहा है because of the lemon, tomatoes. I mean, I'm going for bite number 2. As soon as you start going deep into this, you know, roll keh lein, sandwich keh lein, getting that notes of parsley, the really nicely thin layer of minced meat with the onions, tomatoes, the lemon, सब चीज़ें, you know, like it's just giving you that your tongue, those extra notes जिसकी वजह से आपके taste buds जो हैं खुशी से झूम रहे हैं. You know, it's G-triple-O-D. And I hope you guys are enjoying our vlogs because हमारी कोशिश यही होती है कि हर vlog में कुछ different, कुछ अलग दिखाएं आपको. So we brought to you an Afghani restaurant a few episodes back. आज माशाल्लाह we are sitting at an authentic Turkish restaurant. So let us know in the comment section below. Email करें हमें कि what sort of cuisine do you want us to try out, to review next on our channel. Give us the ideas, give us some suggestions because again, the halal restaurant scene, it's very limited in Canada, right? So let us know in the comment section if you know of any good halal restaurants that we should feature on our YouTube channel, on your YouTube channel, Into Spices. So let us know. Next, let's try the pomegranate juice. Sultan Ahmed Pe, it's not just about the flavorful food, my friends. You even have a chance to win a $500 gift card. Every month, basically, one lucky winner will be chosen every month. All you need to do to win $500 is scan the QR code, and chances are you could be walking away after a flavorful meal at Sultan Ahmed with $500 gift card in your pocket. And it's not just about the barbecue and the food over here. इनके पास बड़े मज़े के shakes and juices भी हैं. Okay जी, first of all, going towards the pistachio shake because I love pistachios. Excellent. Got that nutty pistachio का flavor. दूध है, cream है, pistachios है. I'll show you. Pistachios है, cream है इसके अंदर. I mean. Next, Ferrero Rocher milkshake. Very chocolatey, very Ferrero Rocher. If you like chocolate shakes, you're gonna love this. For me, I'm a pistachio kind of guy. Love this one. Viewers, we have with us Mr. Faisal, who's a subscriber. We just happened to bump into him over here. And apparently he's a regular at Sultan Ahmed. Faisal Saab, welcome to our channel, our YouTube family. I mean, आपको welcome करने की ज़रूरत नहीं क्योंकि आप तो है ही part of the family, right?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. Yes, I am a regular here. लेकिन Turkish restaurant is the best, you know. पहले भी मैं यहाँ पे आ चुका हूँ. इनका food, इनका atmosphere और इनका taste सबसे आला है.
Okay.
मैं बहुत सारे restaurants में जा चुका हूँ.
Right.
पाकिस्तानी, Indian और कुछ मिडल ईस्टर्न.
Right.
बट टेस्ट वाइज, फ्रेशनेस वाइज और इनका जो फूड है द बेस्ट.
एंड टर्किश खानों की एक मज़े की बात यही है कि हमारे जो पाकिस्तानी खाने होते हैं उनके बनस्बत मसाले बहुत ही कम होते हैं.
मसाले बहुत कम होते हैं, बिल्कुल. और इसमें मतलब बेसिक इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं. सॉल्ट है, जैसे पेपर है और कुछ सॉसेज हैं, दैट्स इट. और रियली टेस्टी.
सो टर्की जाना हुआ है आपका?
टर्की नहीं गया मैं. मेरी बड़ी ख्वाहिश है कि टर्की जाऊँ. मुझे बहुत पसंद है.
इंशाल्लाह.
मैंने एक्चुअली इनके ड्रामास देखे हैं जिससे मुझे लगता है कि मुझे जाना चाहिए टर्की.
सो मैं व्लॉग के स्टार्ट में मैं यही बोल रहा था और ये चीज़ आपने ही बोली कि हम पाकिस्तानियों को टर्की की दो चीज़ें बड़ी पसंद है. एक तो टर्की ड्रामे.
एग्जैक्टली.
और दूसरा टर्किश खाने.
बहुत आला है. बहुत आला है. बिल्कुल करेक्ट है.
So I'm guessing you also a fan of the two popular Turkish drama जो हर कोई देख रहा है.
आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा. मुझे बहुत पसंद है वो. मैं इससे पहले देख चुका हूँ अर्तुरुल. मैं एक दफ़ा टर्किश सीरीज़ में ख़त्म कर चुका हूँ. फिर मैंने डबिंग देखी है.
Okay.
अब उस्मान फिनिश हुआ है. अभी लास्ट एपिसोड मैंने कल ही देखी है.
आजकल
बहुत आला ड्रामा.
हर कोई वही देख रहा है. उस्मान ही देख रहा है.
बिल्कुल.
Again, there's something about the way they make the dramas and the
बहुत
food.
अच्छा बनाते हैं.
Yeah. बहुत अच्छा बनाते हैं. Food भी अच्छा होता है. ड्रामे भी बड़े अच्छे होते हैं. Anyways, आपका खाना वहाँ पे ठंडा हो रहा है. Thank you for giving us two minutes of your precious time. We won't keep you much. Thank you very much. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, had an amazing meal at Sultan Ahmed, And you know, no meal at a Turkish restaurant is complete without the traditional baklavas. We've got the mixed desserts over here. जिसमें kazandibi है, sutlak है, treleçe है. Kazandibi is basically like a caramelized pudding. Then you got your rice pudding. Then you got the, you know, like combination of cake and milk and stuff. Treleçe cake basically. तरह-तरह के mixed baklavas जिनकी making हमने देखी थी. And when I was watching the making and the process of the baklava, उसी वक्त ही मुंह में पानी आ रहा था. So I had to definitely order the mixed baklava. Then you've got this Turkish tea and the Turkish coffee. Turkish coffee के बारे में मशहूर है कि it's very bitter. That's why they always give you 2 chocolate pieces to balance off that bitterness. But before going bitter, I'm going to be going sweet. Let's try the kazandibi, which is basically the caramelized pudding at Sultan Ahmed. Kazandibi, first bite. Bismillah. Caramelized custard hota hai, no? It's basically the same thing. Very nice burnt texture on the outside. Andar mein iske, it's very soft, very moist, very fluffy. After the kazandibi, I'm going to be trying out the sutlak, which is basically your rice pudding. Let's try the sutlak. This day just keeps getting better. We just got our order of kunafa as well. Let's try the treleçe. But a moist sa cake lag raha hai. I mean, when I was cutting it, like the fork just went through it like a hot knife through butter. Very soft, you can see it, it's very soft. Moist cake, like full of, you know, like milk. Let's try treleçe at Sultan Ahmed. So rich, so flavorful. Zaban pe rakhte hi, gone, melt in your mouth. If you were to order one thing out of these 3, I highly recommend the treleçe G Triple OD. Excellent. After the trio of desserts, I'm going to be going towards the kunafa. A good kunafa should be, you know, like perfectly crispy on the outside. Jaise you todofy into it, jaise hi aap usko break kare, you need to hear that crunch of it. And inside it, I'm expecting the perfectly melted gooey cheese. Let's try kunafa at Sultan Ahmed. Crunchy hai? Stringy hai ya nahi dekhte hain? थोड़ा सा ठंडा हो गया, so it's not stringy. थोड़ा सा palate को cleanse करते हैं. 2 मीठी चीज़ें हो गई. Let's try the Turkish coffee. And again, Turkish coffee is an acquired taste. थोड़ी सी नहीं बल्कि अच्छी खासी कड़वी होती है. So, thank you very much. Bye. Faisal bhai ko bye keh raha tha. So, as I was saying, Turkish coffee. Very, very nice, thick coffee, nicely brewed. It's got that perfect note which you expect in a Turkish coffee. This cup of coffee, excellent. After that bitter coffee, ending the day on a sweet note with the freshly in-house made fresh batch of baklavas. I mean, like I was saying, I saw the making process of it. I mean, that paper thin pastry के sheets जिस तरह से वो लगा रहे थे, ऊपर फिर butter लगा रहे थे उसके, फिर एक और paper thin pastry की sheet, फिर butter, फिर, you know, like drizzled it completely with pistachios, and in the end, you know, like they put that warm, you know, like syrup, गर्मा गर्म syrup, उबलता हुआ, खौलता हुआ syrup, उससे जो pastry के अंदर एक जान आई है, एक रंग आया. It was, I mean, this is the first time, to be honest, I've seen the making of a baklava in depth, right? थोड़ा बहुत तो देखा ही यहाँ हुआ, like झलक में, but standing over there, looking at it, and it was really hot in the kitchen. So hats off to the staff at Sultan Ahmed, the chefs at Sultan Ahmed for putting out such flavorful dishes. I would like to thank the chefs back there for putting together these amazing, tasting, flavorful desserts in front of us in so many shapes, so many sizes. Let's try the mixed baklava platter at Sultan Ahmed. Oh wow! Just look at all the juices, the sheera tapak raha hai iske andar se. It's just oozing out. And let's try. It doesn't get any better than this. I am a self-proclaimed expert on baklavas. So when I tell you this, that they don't compromise on quality. From the, like the pastry sheets to the pistachios to all the ingredients that are being used over here, they get all that from Turkey. So it gives you that really nice, like baklava is, like one of those famous things in Turkey, right? There's different Hafiz Mustafa hai, and different names that are, like really famous there, that are world famous, let's put it that way, in the art of making baklavas. Again, Sultan Ahmed, these guys know a thing or two about the history and about making good quality, or should I say, great quality baklavas. Excellent. Last baklava of the day, the pistachio triangle baklava. Let's try. This is going to be the last baklava bite of the day. Chai piyenge और Sultan Ahmed साहब से बातें करेंगे. So, last bite, baklava, Sultan Ahmed, Mississauga, Canada में, hundreds, thousands of miles away from Turkey, getting authentic flavors of Turkey. Just check the layers in this, and you'll know what I mean by, like, they haven't, compromised on the quality of the ingredients, the quantity of the ingredients. भरपूर pistachios हैं, and आजकल के inflation के ज़माने में, pistachios are a bit expensive. They're not cutting any corners. Freshly ground pistachios. The pastry, very, very fresh, very rich. Have a look. And look at all the pistachios. Sheets after sheets of pastry, and really nice quality of pistachios. I mean, excellent, excellent, excellent. G, triple OD. Very nice, flavorful, salty cheese in this. And the iski jo layers hain of the patty, right?
Again, wait, what?
Hello. Marhaba. How are you?
Lovely, lovely.
Impromptu. Trying out the mango mojito. No, pineapple mojito. Trying out the pineapple. Trying out the pineapple mojito. Guys, the Turkish delights, the baklava, the mixed desserts, they were all amazing. And before having the Turkish tea, I would like to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Sultan Ahmed himself. I mean, thank you very much, sir, for giving us the time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Talking to us and our audience on Into Spices. Yeah. First of all, the food over here, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Amazing, amazing. And I was telling my viewers that Turkish tea is best enjoyed with a friend, right?
Yeah.
So who better than to enjoy it with you?
Thank you so much. You're coming to Sultan Ahmed. I appreciate. I'm very pleasure for you. Nice to meet you.
Amazing. So you've got other branches also, right? Because for us, like, we live very close to Mississauga. That's why we keep coming to Mississauga. But you have other branches also, right?
Yeah, I have a Hamilton branch. Okay. I have an Ottawa branch.
Okay.
I have a 2 weeks after opening Oakville branch.
Okay. So 2 weeks later, Oakville as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So where are you going to be? Because I like coming over here and having food from your hands. Right? Which restaurant are you going to be in?
I am always living main location in Mississauga.
Okay.
I am there. It's 90%.
Okay.
10% I go to check down.
To the other location. Yeah. Just go and check if they're doing a good job or not. So this Sultan Ahmed, like, just generally, not just the Mississauga branch, or I'm talking about collectively, one of the highest rated on Google, like 4.8 rating with 60,000 reviews, almost 60,000 reviews, right? What's the reason? Like, why do people love, and why do people keep coming back over here for Turkish flavors?
I'm 29 years experience.
Mashallah.
I've finished a 2 years college. I can speak 6 languages. I work in many countries: Germany, Turkey, Singapore, and South Korea.
Wow.
And then this is 100% secret, nice fresh meat, fresh recipe.
Amazing.
That's all. no secret is. Secret is experience. And my meat and my baklava always is making morning fresh.
Yeah.
My cousin is doing the handmade opening.
Yeah. Yeah.
No frozen one. This is the secret is fresh one.
And main secret ingredient, he's not telling you the main secret ingredient, it's love.
Yeah, yes.
Everything over here, we saw the making, you know. Everybody is so happy and they're like involved in the making of the food and stuff. And everybody's putting in, you know, passion,
Yes,
100% effort, 100% love. So, amazing stuff.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. Nice.
Let's have some tea and then
Yes,
we'll end
I'm
this
making
vlog.
tea
Yeah?
together.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hospitality at its best, having tea from the hands of Mr. Sultan Ahmed himself. Too many more amazing vlogs together.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thank you.
see you in the next episode. If you like this episode, be sure to hit the like button. If you like Turkish cuisine, Turkish food, you need to come at Sultan Ahmed. मिलते हैं next episode में. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, take care. Allah Nigeban.
Thank you, inshallah. Thank you.
Take care.